Do you have a plan to AI-proof your business? I'm Dr. Dan. I'm a communication strategist and coach. I teach people how to use storytelling to sell. And so this topic is an important one, near and dear to my heart, because it has to do with how humans make decisions. So we're talking all about AI, which is artificial intelligence. By the way, if you need help influencing and persuading your prospects to get what you have, you must be applying storytelling to your business. Story time. This is what I do all day, every day for clients. And I'm putting this out there because this is exactly what we're talking about. There's going to be a time when you're not going to be able to differentiate your content because all the content is going to come from a same source. This has caught fire as of recent, and it's called artificial intelligence. Go to ChatGPT, put that in your Google box, get a login, and start playing around with this. I have recently become made aware of this by some copywriters, some marketers, and some content creators, and coaches of content creators, and word on the street is, it's pretty good. And what that means is these people who have already a vested interest in helping people create content are giving props to this source of content. Should make you a little concerned about how you're gonna differentiate yourself. To be honest, it hit me a couple weeks ago when I saw somebody post about this and they said, AI is going to change content as we know it almost as much as the internet has transformed communication and where we interact with people and how we do it. And the point is this: it is the development of computer systems to be able to perform tasks that only humans have done up till now. Things like visual perception or speech recognition or decision making, and now content creation, but it also has already been in our world. So self-driving cars, smartphones, finance, healthcare, there's many industries that artificial intelligence has really influenced. And now, if you're a business person, it is directly going to influence you. Because you see, content creation is a $104.5 billion industry. People put content online and they get paid for it. And so if you're a business owner, you know this, that you have to differentiate yourself by putting out content. Take, for example, this YouTube channel. I put out content in the hopes that you will like it enough to use it and share it while you're subscribing to it and maybe even leaving a comment or engaging with it, so that you'll come back to it. So my job as a creator is to create content that will help you solve a problem in your life. Now, other content creators are there to entertain somebody, and I like to say sometimes I'm entertaining or funny, or maybe I play the guitar once in a while. But the bottom line for me is to help you solve a problem. Content creation comes in so many forms. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. You've been told, or maybe this is the first time you need to hear this, content creation is what will separate you. But the problem is that if we're all getting our content from one source because it's the most accurate, the fastest, and most reliable, then there's going to be very little differences in the content that you curate or create. I was even talking to one buddy, he said, there's gonna be a day where you're just gonna put in this chat bot a question, and then you're gonna tell them to do something, and then they're gonna be able to do that thing, edit that thing, and publish that thing, and you will be excluded from the final product because you just had it do its own thing. Now, you may be saying, well, that seems weird because now everybody's just gonna be the same. That's what we're talking about. We want to separate you. So I'm going to go through the 3 keys that you need to start implementing, or at least thinking about and being aware of, to separate you. Why somebody would come into your space and in your influence and hear you or consume your content and say, you know what, that person's different. I want to follow them, I want to like them, and ultimately I'm going to buy some form of product, service, and offer from them, or I'm just going to engage. And sometimes engaging is enough because that helps media channels actually pay that creator for ad spend. So however you dice it, you've got to create content to differentiate yourself. But now that game is going to get harder and harder unless you know the appropriate keys and strategies to help somebody choose you. So whether you're a blogger, influencer, course creator, or you're a service provider, you have a service part of your business, or you sell a product, no matter what industry you're in, this is going to influence you. Copywriting, sales strategies, text optimization, content creation, where you get your ideas, how to find influencers in the space, where the best affiliates are. It doesn't stop. There is so much. If you just play around, I'm telling you right now, play around with it and you will quickly see. And by the way, they're saying it's pretty good right now. Guess what that means in a year from now? It's gonna be that much better, and then that much better. Think about the smartphone in 2007 and then 11 and then 22. Things always upgrade when it comes to technology. AI is gonna be no different. I need to describe to you how you can separate yourself, and it comes from the books that I've read, the study that I've done, and truly, how the brain actually works. There was a neuropsychologist named Antonio Damasio. He said this: we are not thinking machines that feel, we are feeling machines that think. And what he means by that is, we feel first. We make decisions based on how we feel, our emotion. Everyone chooses to buy, not buy, follow, not follow, engage or not engage based on how they feel. There's no other bones about it. It's how they feel that is driven by emotions. There's a guy named Daniel Kahneman in this book called Thinking Fast and Slow, one of my favorite books, because he talks about the fact that the guessing game is over. The brain is wired a specific way to make decisions not based on this rational cortex out here, which is very logical, rational. It's analytical. Our brain makes decisions based on emotion, this limbic center of the brain. The reason why this matters is because it's not about the content as much as it's about who you are. People buy you because they feel that you have the solution to their problem. And so when you position yourself as the only one to solve their problem, you win. No matter if you have the same content as the guy to your left and the guy to your right and the woman up front. So I say this because the three differences you must include in your content, in your creation, in what you put out to the world is, number one, your personality. You must include who you are. You must be able to share who you are. People resonate with that. And there's body language, there's tone, and there's words. But 93% of your communication is nonverbal. And so your personality comes out in that. The science is very crystal clear. In fact, the area of the brain that you manufacture and tell your message from, when you think about your message and where it's coming from, they hear it the same place that you tell it. It's called neurocoupling. And this was very profound in the research world because it explained why someone who didn't have the best words or the best delivery was still able to move mountains by moving people, because their prospects or their listeners felt their content. So your personality actually comes out in your content. They feel that. Based on research, how you feel about yourself and your personality coming out is one of the most important aspects to your messaging that will differentiate you. The second one is your perspective. For me, I am a Christian, conservative, capitalistic entrepreneur that coaches clients to use the power of story and sell. I have 3 daughters, I have a wife, and I have a female dog. I am surrounded by females. I grew up in a house with 8 kids. I was the 5th of 8 children. I'm an introvert. The last thing I would have ever thought I would become is somebody that coaches people in communication, because I was the most shy, scared of rejection kid on the playground. I say all that because this is my personality. That's what has made me. And so that comes out. I am very outspoken about my faith and that God is the center of my life. In fact, so much so that I also know we were created in His image. That means that we do have dominion. As great as this AI could ever be, we as humans have dominion over the earth. So therefore, it will never be greater than we are. We have this supernatural power in our DNA because we are created by a creator who created it all. So I live with that worldview. I need to share that. That's why I'm not scared of the AI. I want to use the AI. I was just talking with a buddy. He's like, dude, I think that's the devil. I won't play any part of it. And I'm like, I just feel like that's a bad choice. I think it's, let's embrace it, find out how we can use it to better get our message across, knowing that my God is bigger than some AI, even as smart and as great as it can get. I think we embrace it, utilizing its benefits, but no, we as humans write the script. So your first thing is your personality, your second thing is your perspective, and the third thing is your path. Your story is the thing that separates you, because you are best positioned in your business, whatever you offer, your product, service, or offer, whatever you're trying to sell, whatever message you're trying to convey, you're best and most powerfully positioned to help the person that you once were. This is why I teach story, because when you are able to capture, reverse engineer, and articulate your story in a way that's structured appropriately, people will hear it and feel understood. The right people will follow you, engage with you, because they'll feel understood, and when they do so, they're more likely to buy what you have. All this to say, AI is here and it's not going anywhere. I believe we must embrace it, know its value, but then know how to differentiate yourself, and that comes down to your personality, your perspective, and your path, your story. It is worthy of sharing in its entirety. And if you need help on uncovering exactly what your content should be made of and how to better sell, especially using your own journey, your own personality, and your perspective, this is what I do all day, every day. Artificial intelligence is here to stay, but your business can and will actually grow because of it if you know how to leverage it and you know how to differentiate yourself. There it is, AI coming your way. Dr. Dan, I'm out.